Alright, hi, Mike Koplitz here with Royal Rooks. Haven't done one of these kind of videos for a while, but we're going to take a look at some games over the next few days and weeks, and I'll place them on YouTube so that they're available to you. They're interesting games. They're ones that I played, so you'll see mistakes on both sides. I always like to start, there we go, with an F3. In this case, whitehorses played D6. I think that's a very passive move. If I can do this right. Whoops. There we go. A couple whistles there telling you I did some things I shouldn't do. You really want to move this pawn to D4, because then what you're doing is having influence on these particular squares and preventing me from doing E4, which you can see I did. And then black transitions into a Sicilian defense. So I say, yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll play the open variation. I like the open Sicilian. Very popular when Bobby Fischer became world champion back in the 70s. Used to play this all the time, going toward more of a Najdorf. This is all standard book. Again, here we are in the standard book, but what I like about this, and I'm stopping here, is first, rook sitting on a semi-open file. Yet, true, this knight is kind of hanging out there off on the rim, not doing much, but also notice his bishop is developed. So here we are at the 10th move. Queens are off the board. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're even here, except that for my pawn that I have lost, I have really good development going on here. So we continue on with development. I think that, well, let me go back a second here. I think this move here may not have been the best. It might have been wiser to drive me off, because like I say, my knight here is on the rim. Where's he going to go? So you're giving me a chance to get rid of a bad piece. Of course, you now have black, who's going to have an isolated rook pawn. However, his compensation is a semi-open file looking down at my pawns. Again, continuing to the development a bit. I don't understand this move. If we go back, this move here doesn't make any sense, and it's instructional as into why, because he blocks his E pawn, so this bishop back here, there's no way he can get out. He's going to have to do something with moving this pawn, probably just one square, to be able to even get it released. I take advantage of it. I go ahead and move F5. Again, I'm ahead in development. There's no reason not to chase him a little bit. And notice that we can go back to this move, bishop to D5, and if we want, we can actually put in a question mark on that. So we can come here and go to insert, insert notation, put a question mark right here, because this move is going to lose him that bishop, which comes with C4. And as you can see, he ends up with an interesting pawn mass for his bishop, but of course the E file now is completely open. It's going to take him a little doing to get rolling on this. So of course I decide it's a good opportunity to do a check, drive the king off. We're in an endgame at this point, so I'm not going to castle. I'm going to keep my king in the center. And a couple moves later, you'll see that he's going to resign, because he's now giving me back a couple of pawns. You notice there's 6 pawns versus 5. I've got my rooks doubled up. His bishop here is pretty well locked. Let me put that in red. You can see that my next move is going to be coming down to e8, which is going to block this up pretty badly. What's he going to do here? Well, he's going to have to try to move this pawn. Is he going to go 1 or is he going to go 2? Either way, there's going to be a little flurry of activity that's going to go on. So white horses, I guess, he decided he had pretty much enough of this game. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Bear in mind, the reason that white wins in this game is because way back here, when we get to the 10th move, white has very good development. Both his bishops, the one bishop is out. This bishop here, we put it in a different color, is clearly going to go somewhere. It's got a good diagonal. Rook semi-open file. It's the lead in development. So remembering that when you're playing in the opening, you want to get developed. I mean, look at black's position. He has 2 pawns developed, which really isn't a lot of anything. So I hope you enjoyed this game. It is rather instructive. And God bless you and take care. Remember, Royal Rooks are on Facebook, and we do meet during the week, and that is posted on Facebook. Take care now.